Good morning.
My sister in crime.
I can't believe Gullum mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands. Don't get me wrong, he could scam a beggar out of his last septim, but he's no mastermind. Trouble? Huh. He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you. You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gullum, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage. I'm glad to see you're embracing our methods. It would be a waste to lose a contact at the East Empire Company before we had the entire story. Just keep on Gullum's tail, and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot. Just head right back to the guild and get the information to Mercer. Nothing else is more important. If you discover Gullum is holding out on us and has more loot stashed away than he claims, we'd find that information quite valuable as well. There are thieves, and then there is Gullum. No honor, no code at all. He'd shake your hand and stab you in the back at the same time. The cut he's supposed to provide the guild has dwindled as of late. He says pickings in the warehouse are slim, but I'm certain he's lying. Keep your eyes on him. He's quite crafty. Good luck in solitude. Keep Gullum alive, but remind him who we are.
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess.
It's so Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Sure.
Hello, I'm Gisley, but you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does.
Come on in, just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
So, what do we... I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person. Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that, bee farm, was it? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle. Well, now that you mention it, there is something I've been trying to get my hands on. I have a buyer looking for a case of firebrand wine. There just so happens to be a single case in the Blue Palace. Bring it to me, and we'll talk about Golden Glow Estate.
Divines bless you. May the Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run.
A method to your madness, and your madness is the method, and the melon?
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? You must be the one Falk spoke so highly of. Welcome. Ah, Potema, former Queen of Solitude and one of the most dangerous necromancers in recorded history. She was responsible for the Empire's near collapse almost 500 years ago. I believe I have a book about her. Summoned in spirit form is not raised from the dead. She'll need help before she can return to the living. For the moment, the Wolf Queen has retreated to a place filled with dead, eager to serve her. She has gone to her old catacombs. A few days ago, one of her servants busted through a wall into the Temple of Divines. We'll need you to go into the catacombs themselves. Good. Being at the summoning created a connection to Potema. You are the one to do this. I can provide you with some help with her minions. As to Potema herself, find what's left of her body, likely a skeleton. Remove it from the catacombs and bring it back to be sanctified by Arche. A curious figure, unrepentantly evil and nasty, of course, but also astonishingly brilliant, and obviously quite a necromancer at her end. She was always so close to being Empress, but despite her machinations, it was never to be hers. Ironically, if she were alive today, she'd be the only living member of the Septim bloodline. By all rights, she would now be Empress. May Arche bless you with a long life. You know what needs to be done. Is there something more you need?
Spiced wine here. First cup is paid for by the college.
Meat pie! I found the bowl. I want for Friday, but still I regained all that.
Steward Falk, I have a task for you. I want to begin stockpiling food and water in the event we come under siege, and I would like you to oversee this work personally.
Wise, of course.
Blessings of the eight divines upon you. How may I help? Remind us of our place when we forget. Let us walk in the steps of the divines. May knowledge of your divinity carry us through our daily trials. Feel free to take a seat or pray at the shrines. We appreciate worship in all its forms. Ah, yes. That once held the shrine to Talos. But the worship of Talos was banned by the White Gold Concordat some time ago. It's the peace treaty that ended the war with the elves of the Aldmeri Dominion. The Dominion recognized the heresy of proclaiming Talos a god. Talos was a great man and a great emperor, but that does not make him a god, no matter how much the Stormcloaks may wish it were so. The strong and honorable always carry the blessing of the eight. Remind us of our place when we forget.
You've arrived at last. The heroine who prevented me from being bound returns to my fold. I have much to thank you for, little one. When you die, I will raise you, and you can take your place by my side.
Someone there? Like the bite of a flea! That's the best you can do!
You've come far, mortal. No doubt you seek to enter Potema's sanctum.
What?
There's something out there.
I knew I smelled your blood.
Not much further. Come with me. Serve me in death.
Hello? Who's there?
What?
You've come far, mortal, but can you stand against my inner council? Let's see. Don't applaud yourself too soon, worm.
Fus Roda!
Rip the eyes from her head!
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you? You've returned. I'm excellent. These things do have a way of working out when people take action. I'll sanctify the remains. In case Falk doesn't make it clear, Solitude owes you a debt of gratitude.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Spice wine here. First cup is paid for by the cops.
One of the guards said he saw a mage appear out of thin air. Claimed it was one of those Sijic monks. Man's been hitting the schooner, I say.
It's nearly time to collect taxes on your properties here in the city, Breiling. We'll need to visit each home for an assessment.
Is it that time again already? Very well. Let's meet this evening and make the arrangements.
Oh, well done. Very subtle.
I
May
beg
the
your
gods
pardon?
watch over your battles, friend.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You've done a great thing today. It doesn't matter who you support in the war, but Tama would have been a blight on the land
Stop
for
it,
both
of you.
sides.
You're acting like children.
Without you, this would have been a disaster. I should have paid more heed to Varnius's warnings. I won't make that mistake again. Take this payment. The Jarl would thank you, but she very much wants to keep Potema's return quiet.
The news is
Make
the same
no
as
mistake,
for the rest of
we
the world.
consider you
Our borders
a
are secure,
protector of
but at the
solitude.
cost of the guards of our towns and roads.
I
Do
don't
you
see
have
any
business
reason
with
why
the
we
court?
need them. As long as those dogs
She
stay outside
still
of our
mourns
borders,
greatly
we're
for
fine.
her husband,
The
High
storm
King
cloaks are
Torrig.
far from the only threat
So
to
she
the north.
leaves many of the
The roads
courtly
are beset
details
by
to me.
bandits and beasts, and now there's even talk of bloody dragons.
My
That's
dear
the real
Breiling,
question, isn't it?
barring any
No one can
fancy
deny
folly,
Elisif
the
has a
good people
legitimate
of
claim
Hathor
to
are
become
surely
High
capable
Queen of
dealing
Skyrim.
with the odd
But we
highwayman
must
or
have
stray
the
dog.
support of the other
Trouble on the
Jarls
roads
for
and
that
cities
claim to
means
have any
less
meaning.
commerce. Less
Should
commerce
they accept
means
her
less
rule,
money and more starving
we
people.
will have
and that
peace.
means more crime.
Huh. That's only a
I
problem
won't
for
forget
people who
what
can't
you've done
afford
for
to hire their
Solitude.
own security.
That may well be our only answer. I will empower my steward to seek out capable individuals to...
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Spice wine here. First cup is paid for by the college.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Spice wine here. First cup is paid for by the college.
They found it. They actually found it. Riorn's drum. Nobody knows where he died, and therefore where his drum might be. Haldir was the missing link. Riorn entered Haldir's cairn in secret and presumably died there. Now all I need to do is find someone to get it. Wait, you. You could do it. I need you to get me that drum. You're joking, right? Riorn, only the most famous battle drummer of the Second Age? Well, famous among bards, at least. That drum has been in half a dozen famous battles. It's a priceless artifact. Riorn was always looking for new stories to tell. It seems he was writing a lay about Haldir when he vanished. That was the missing clue. There's nothing more I can teach you. I suppose I should return to my papers.
First cup is paid for by the college.
When I was a young rascal, I broke a man's arm with a single punch. Of course, I had a horseshoe hidden in my glove.
I've got a little work if you're interested, traveler.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Ah, good. Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this. I certainly can't use it, but I suppose I need to pay you something for the goods. Not at all. I consider it an investment in prolonging my life. As far as Golden Glow Estate goes, I'll tell you what I know. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed. Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry, and it was being directed at Mercer Frey. In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry. Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.